Aspects bring your chart to life because they describe what kind of relationships exist between different areas of your chart. Your Sun can have a relationship with your Venus, but not with your Mars. If the Sun makes an aspect with Venus, then your identity, or the Sun, influences your feelings, or Venus, and the other way around. Your feelings influence your identity. However, if the Sun doesn't make an aspect with Mars, then your identity will not influence your actions, and your actions will not influence your identity. When two planets are connected through an aspect, they influence each other. When two planets are not connected through an aspect, they don't influence each other. If you have a Sun-Venus aspect, you come across as Venusian. You are soft and receptive. But if you have a Sun-Mars aspect, you come across as feisty and action-oriented. Of course, there are multiple aspect combinations, and aspects explain why people are so different. An aspect simply signifies the existence of a relationship. Furthermore, this relationship can be either smooth and harmonious, or dynamic and challenging. Not all aspects are the same. In a natal chart, we have red lines, green lines, and blue lines, color-coded, as per the nature of the aspect. Whether the aspect is smooth and harmonious or dynamic depends on the angle or the distance the two planets are from each other. Two planets can be at 60, 90, 120, or 180 degrees away from each other. In this program, we will work with the most important 6 aspects: the conjunction, the opposition, the square, the trine, the sextile, and the quincunx. When two planets are next to each other, they are conjunct, and conjunction is our first and most important aspect. If we then split the chart in two, we get the opposition, or the 180-degree aspects. Then if we split the chart in 3, we get the trine, or the 120-degree aspects. If we split it in 4, we get 4 quarters, or the 90-degree aspect. And if we split it in 6, we get the sextile, or the 60-degree aspect. There is also what we call an orb allowance for each aspect. The two planets don't have to be exactly 90 degrees away from each other. They can be at 84, 85, 86, and up to 96 degrees apart. To easily identify the aspects, we use lines. If there is a line between two different planets, we have an aspect. No line, no aspect. We have red, blue, and green lines. This color code helps us identify the aspects and also gives us hints about the nature of the aspects. Oppositions and squares are colored red because they are dynamic aspects, and red is a dynamic color. Red aspects create friction, which leads to action. The red aspects we work with are the opposition and the square. The opposition is the long red line that connects two planets that are on the opposite side of the chart wheel from each other. And the square is the short red line that connects two planets, found 3 signs away from each other. The trines and sextiles are colored blue because they are cool and soft, similar to the vibration of the color blue. The blue aspects are harmonious and integrating, but unlike the red aspects, they lack dynamism and can be passive. The blue or harmonious aspects we work with are the trine and the sextile. The longer blue line that connects planets that are 4 signs away from each other is called the trine, and the shorter blue line that connects planets that are 2 signs from each other is called a sextile. Finally, the green line is used to show quincunxes. They are 150-degree aspects that have a mix of dynamic and soft energy and will bring a mix of challenges and opportunities. There is one aspect that is not highlighted by lines: the conjunction. There is no line between two planets that form a conjunction for the simple reason that these planets are next to each other. So if you see 2 planets next to each other, and they are not further apart than 8 degrees, you have a conjunction. We can also have conjunctions between a planet and an angle. If a planet is within 8 degrees, or 8 small lines from your ascendant, icy, descendant, or midheaven, then you also have a conjunction. And these angle conjunctions are some of the most powerful aspects in a chart. Conjunctions can bring both opportunities and challenges, depending on the nature of the planets. While the color code is useful in understanding the nature of the aspects, keep in mind that there are no good and bad aspects. A blue aspect is not better or worse than a red aspect. They all have their purpose. Just like each and every planet has its purpose. Most people have a mix of red, dynamic aspects, and blue, or integrating aspects. Although the blue soft aspects are indeed great gifts, it is the red, dynamic aspects that make things happen. The pressure of their conflict challenges us to take action and move towards a higher, more creative synthesis.